turn to dread. Highest prices near and far, only found at Grocery Mart. 101 on the dial and with the knob off, crank it up all the way. 101 K-Rock, K-O-C-K-F-M Elm Creek. Worn thin, heat of the sun like a blade, whispers of shadow. Night falls all too quick, moon stare piercing cold, stars mopping the weary soul, a heart grown heavy. Miles to go, baby, trudging on this broken path, never seem to reach the echoes of the past. Thunder rolls like judgment, wind cuts like sin. Old guitar groans of sorrow, strumming pain within. Mountains loom like fear, roads stretch long and cruel, no solace here. Ghosts of love abandoned, memories like chains. Onward through the wasteland, hope slowly wanes. Miles to go, baby, trudging on this broken path, never seem to reach the echoes of the past. Thunder rolls like judgment, wind cuts like sin. Oh, guitar groans in sorrow, strumming pain within. Rolling thin. Lonely howl of the wolf, mountains loom like fear, roads stretch long and cruel, no solace here. Ghosts of love abandoned.
All right. Put you on pause for a moment, and we'll get the next thing going. So then, how's everybody doing today? My name is Mississippi Gonzo Grunge, aka Rip Redcorn, and let's go ahead and get into the action. Don't know how loud this will be, but you know, still. Okay, that's good and loud. Alright, we're gonna jump into Dragon World. Be sure to like the stream. If there's any issues that arise, please do tell me. And such. But yeah. This is exactly where we are at. So then. Figured I'd play a little bit of Dragon Ball Z because I said I was going to record it. Alright, where's the Dragon Ball at? Oh, all the way at the other end. Cut that off. Jump onto that. Doesn't a game like this take you back? You know, a game like this will always take you back. Yeah, do ignore the lag. I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Can't you talk for real?
Nope. Still, it was kind of messed up how they treated Yamcha. I'll just say that. It was messed up. But, you know, whatever. Yeah, this is just from some previous game I had. I said I was going to stream this because, you know, why not? I'll stream it again on Saturday. But if this game is causing drop frames, then I might go experiment a little bit more with the frame rate. But, you know, such as it is. Whack. A couple of Cybermen too. Oh, I've never been able to hit this. But then again, this does feel way better. This actually feels way better than, you know, you could tell difference, you know, just by the system alone. For the most part. But, you know, like I said, this is going to be a short stream. Alright. Another Cyberman pops up. Ooh. Yeah, you push square to look for stuff. What did I get? That actually gives you a second turn. Okay then.
You really are a strange one, huh?
Yeah, the Cybermen. You kind of have to remember those nasty little bastards from way back. Such as it is. I was about to hit that.
Take this.
Whack. Yeah, that's the other thing too, some of these button mashers. Yeah, kind of interesting. They had all this different stuff. This was in the second one, so it was vastly different than the first one, which there's links to that. You know, come to think of it, what? Now, why did I do that? I might as well fight Raditz.
You're Kakarot, aren't you? What have you guys come to this planet for? What are we here for? We came for the things you call Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
After we kill everyone on this planet, that is. Lend us a hand, would you, Kakarot? What are you going to use the Dragon Balls for? That does not matter. Come with us and join Master Frieza. So this Frieza guy's your boss, huh?
Yeah.
I would never join any...
Yeah, like I said, today's going to be a very short stream. Like, I don't look for this one to last that long. So, whoever joins in, and whoever doesn't, doesn't. But if you're watching on the replay, hi, how you doing? I do apologize for any lag spikes that are happening. There's just weird stuff going on. Yeah, that was something else. You could actually dodge Energy Blast. You didn't need to hit a special combination just to get it. Yeah, the whole... If I remember correctly, the whole... double Not the double. What was it? Where you could, like, do the energy blast stuff. Yep, Raditz wants to fight. He wants to keep fighting. Come to think of it, I don't think I unlocked Raditz.
You're not getting up. You again. Impossible. His battle power.
Yeah, tell me something that ain't new. Yeah, I got stuff to do today, so I said, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And that is a very bad dropped frame lag spike. I don't know, it might be because of this game. It might be. What skills do I have? Super Spirit Bomb. Okay, I can do that. I got it.
Share your energy with me.
Got it. Kind of overkill, but it gets the point across. Yeah, it's still strange why why it's dropping like that. Normally, I don't have any problems with this.
You're not Kakarot.
Who are you? And what business do you have with me?
Classic Piccolo. Alright, what's the enemy doing? Yeah, I don't have very much stuff unlocked for Piccolo. I just don't. How do you sink again? Ooh, bounced him off. Yeah, but I'll just say this. Even to some of the older ones, you could knock people through the barrier and they'd go to a new part of the island. Or just wherever you were fighting. What did I get? Okay, then. Okay, so maybe I unlocked Raditz. See if I can actually remember the controls to this. There it is. Well, it's only one Cyberman, so it should be easy. Yeah, I don't have the music turned on because I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. And I don't want that to happen yet. You can see how much I've played this. Because... yeah. Why not? Not even a challenge. Not even a challenge. That's a skill thing. Please don't send him into the Dragon Ball.
You guys get off of Earth right now. Otherwise, you'll answer to me.
You're Kakarot, huh? How about we see what you're made of?
Alright.
You really think that someone like you could beat me?
There's no way you can beat me.
You must be a comedian. Come on, fight!
Alright, Nappa, let's see what you got. Whooping on Nappa of all things. Hey, who's joining in? Yeah, ignore the lag. It's been like that for most of the day. I think it might be this game. But in other good news, I now have a new desk. And I'm going to go pick it up sometime this week. But today's stream is going to be a short stream because... yeah, today's going to be a very short stream, but whatever. Sweet, a Cyberman. Cybermen are really no match. Okay, what other skills could I use? Alright. Out like a candle. Sweet. I wanted to hit that. Out like a candle. Out like a candle he went. There's another Cyberman going up here. Yep, there it is.
Lousy small fry.
Gotta love Piccolo. You'd be surprised how many people I go to anime conventions and like how many bodybuilders I see all cosplaying as Dragon Ball Z characters. But then again, here's the thing. To those of you out there that you are considering going to the gym, you know, you might be into nerd stuff and, you know, that sort of thing. If you walk in there wearing Dragon Ball Z things or, you know, any sort of anime, whether it be Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, One Punch Man, Berserk, Pokemon, you know, stuff like that. That's what you get. Yeah, you walk in stuff where like that, no one's going to make fun of you. You know, you just made friends with half the gym right there. Yeah, you'll make friends with half the gym right there if you just do that. No one's going to care. Most of them gym bros up in there, they are the biggest anime fans that I know of. Alright, look, I got a couple of compression shirts. One of them's Goku's Turtle School stuff, and the other one's Vegeta's, you know, Saiyan armor. I walked in there wearing that. Man, you would have thought them dudes went nuts over. Man, they're like, bro, where'd you get that? That's what they were asking me. They were like, bro, where'd you get that from? I told them where I got it from. You know, they thought it was cool. So I was like, so what? You walk in there wearing it. Them guys ain't going to care. You become friends with half the gym right then and there. Yeah, I figured I was going to hit this some other time. Yeah, I got all the Super Saiyan stuff unlocked for Goku. You know, I could have went that way the entire time. A red Cyberman. I don't know what this does because I've never fought one of them. Well, I fought one like way back in the day, but never now. Yeah, funny enough, I had all the Dragon Ball Z games from Budokai 1, 2, and 3, and I had Tenkaichi 2 and Tenkaichi 3. Those are going to be the next ones that I get is Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Dang, I really hit that shit. Solves that problem. Solves that problem. But yeah, to everybody watching, I do apologize for lag. Alright? Oh, so this does get to skill. Ooh. Modes, switching systems. Okay, that's for the androids. Oh, because I don't want to fight Nappa again. Oh, now he's going to come fight me.
You're a Namekian, huh? Just insect, huh? Well, be careful because this insect bites.
You know, it's kind of funny because I think that's what Namekian anatomy is, but I could be wrong. I got Dragon Ball Z on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. I'll just say this. If you put it on the English broadcast stuff, basically it's uncut, but with the, you know, the soundtrack we grew up with. You know, funny enough, I did see Dragon Ball Z playing last night somewhere, and it wasn't Super, it was one of the movies. And it was funny because all I heard was like Pantera come blasting out of the system. And it's like, that's Pantera. Nappa was so hard to beat in the first one. Oh, that's what I remember. They canceled each other out in this one. Okay, so they canceled each other out. That solves that problem. Then again, I think I got Nappa unlocked anyway.
All right, I got the dragon.
Well, yeah, it does. I don't think I got Nappa unlocked in this one, but I don't really care because it's pretty much completed at this point.
It looks like Nappa and Raditz have been done in.
Fucking
I
Ginyu.
guess it's up to us.
Defeat Frieza. What ally am I going to get? I'm taking Vegeta. Uh-huh, there it goes. I know one thing. One of the hardest people I ever had to beat in this game was, in fact, Kid Buu. But Kid Buu, that's... Everyone talks about Black Air Force energy. Nah, Kid Buu, nah, that's them old Soldier Reeboks back in the day. Them black Soldier Reeboks. I know, I had a pair. It was kind of funny because the kids that usually had them were bad. Now, I never thought of myself as a bad student, but I could get down. I walked right into that because I'm a dipstick. Ooh, you don't dodge me. There it is. Get down in the ditch. Yeah, this is where Goku fought the Red Ribbon Army. Yeah, just when Super Saiyan 2 beat up Raccoon. But yeah. Pretty much. Get out of here before I knock your skull in again. And all the tag team stuff, that came in much later games. There was quite a few Dragon Ball Z games that I did have growing up, you know, back in the day. I had these ones. Budokai 1, 2, and 3. When I was a teenager, I got Budokai Tenkaichi. I also had the Game Boy stuff. I had, you know, the Legacy of Goku for the Game Boy Advance, which I still have. I'm just in the process of getting a GameCube. Just so I can, you know, well, the GameCube with the, what is it? GameCube. Ow. Oh yeah, that's right. The GameCube actually had this thing that if you bought for it, it would read the disc. Yeah, but there was like a little thing that you could get for the GameCube that it would read all your Game Boy Advance stuff. I'm going back over here. Watch, here comes Raccoon with his dumb ass. Of course, in the Abridged series, it was funny how they made him talk like a wrestler. That was hilarious.
Hey, you must know about the Dragon Balls.
Who are you? Are you in league with that Frieza guy?
You've got some nerve not calling him Master Frieza. Maybe I ought to reprimand you a bit. The Ginyu Force, Raccoon!
I swear to God, I think they were supposed to be a play on all that Sentai stuff from back in the day. And yes, I said Sentai, because I know what that is. And I also know Sentai is what Power Rangers is based on. And particularly some of the different ones. You know, I know, like, Mighty Morphin is the 16th season. Kind of a shame there was a few seasons we didn't get. Whack. Yeah, that was one thing that I remember, was how wild it got. Kick in the mouth. I Claymore kicked Raccoon. That's what happened. I Claymore kicked Raccoon. Does this unlock him? I think it does. No, that's the evil dance. Oh yeah, this is only done by all the half-breeds in this series. Sweets. I got dough. Oh, don't take the money. Fuck you, Ginyu. Ginyu, you an asshole. We're gonna whoop Ginyu's ass next.
Forgive me, but I must have you hand over. You seem to be a lot different from all the others. Oh, you've sure got some serious...
I want to say this is all the original actors, too.
It's going to be interesting. I never thought that the time would come when I, Captain Ginyu, would ever show my true...
I'll just say this. That whole Frieza fight, that was the definition of raw filler. Of course, it was kind of funny because I still have my old Dragon Ball Z comics from back in the day. I never got rid of them. And yeah, this was back when they would send them to you in the mail. And I still have a lot of my old Shonen Jump stuff, too. Yeah, we were getting Shonen Jump and Dragon Ball Z comics in the mail back in the day. I got both. Of course, I'll tell you what is like the real fucked up shit in that shoujo beat. That stuff, you know, and a lot of it's like a bunch of girly romance stuff. But good God. Look, some of that stuff was just... You could say it was cringe, but also it was kind of, you know, kind of creepy. See, that's what you get for trying to duck that. But yeah, Shoujo Beat was pretty damn fucked up. About to beat the brakes off again, you again.
I see. Sorry to ruin your gr- Yeah, certainly sure of you.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff, like, but like, yeah, there was a lot of stuff. Alright, like, when I got all the Dragon Ball Z stuff in the mail, and particularly the comics, because I got that and Dragon Ball around the same time, so I was already well ahead of what people were already seeing. And yeah, the manga was fucked up. And yeah, the comics were actually printed in the manga format where you read backwards. And I say backwards because, you know, in the American sense, you read right to left and all that. But over there, you read, you know, right to left. And you read up and down. You know, that's just how they do it over there. So, I was growing up reading that style, and it kind of created problems. Oh, I didn't know this would do that. I did not know that. And then we both go crashing down. That's one way to end a fight. But yeah, I didn't know. Well, I kind of knew what was going to happen, but when you really start oh, fuck you. I wanted that, asshole. I'm staying right here. Surprisingly, I haven't heard any rappers use the word Zenny in a song yet. Given that some of these rappers now are all into anime. Well, into Dragon Ball Z, that is. But we all grew up watching Dragon Ball Z back in the day. I still watch it and all that stuff. You know, there's quite a few anime that I watch now. I watch a lot of martial arts anime. You know, I've been watching Hajime no Ippo as of late. I've watched Baki. I got the first, like, all right, they did the first 2 seasons back in the day. You know, I'm not talking about the Netflix ones. I'm talking about that first set they did back in the 2000s. So I have that. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I had. I still got some of my old Dragon Ball Z figures from back in the day, too, whenever they were still made by Irwin Toys. Alright, I got that. Oh, don't take that. They gave us a 10% power bonus. Well, what a cheatskate. But no, I'm going to stay right here. Oh, that gives me 2. Okay, the little peach bun gives me 2, which those are actually good. Nope. I'm staying right here. Where's it gonna go? Oh yeah, that's right. There was only one transformation of Frieza in this game.
So you're Frieza, huh?
I see. And I'm a little bit too, but you are
Maybe.
Yeah, I do have a lot of nerve. I'm about to beat your ass. According to my mom, I used to have nightmares where I was fighting Frieza, or you know, just dreaming about fighting Frieza. But that was like back when I was like a little kid. I was like in second grade whenever I was in first or second. I want to say I was in first grade whenever all the Frieza stuff started happening. I know Goku just backhanded him. That's going to be rough. There's going to be a final one. Got him again. Come on, put all the pepper on it. That wasn't no good. No good. No good with the pepper. No good with that pepper. Ooh. Up here they go again. Why doesn't it look very good? Alright, defeat the enemy. All runners advance. Well, the fun thing you could do was mess around with the little things at the bottom. What other skills can I do? Oh, that's just all I can do at the moment. I don't have... Okay, I do have Warp Kamehameha. I figured I could do this right here. Got it. The move that Goku used on Cell. But yeah, such as that time was. Such a great time back then. Coming home from school. And then the very next day we were all talking about Goku going Super Saiyan. Give me the Dragon Ball. That's 2. More Zenny. Let's fight Frieza one last time and whoop some ass. Because, well, I can go for a few more extra minutes, such as it is. Go a few more extra minutes. And I forgot what I was going to say after that, but whatever. I got a whole bunch of sports games, so I might do a chatting stream. You know, sometime later. I might. Fast. I went Super Saiyan 3 just to beat the absolute snot out of Frieza. And Frieza is gone. Okay, I got that. And they are off to the far reaches of the unknown. But yeah, one time for Akira Toriyama. We gotta, you know, pay our respects to him, you know, such as it is. Well, Vegeta's here. That's a good thing. So does Akuma Ginyu. Defeat Frieza. One more ally. I know you can unlock more people in this. First things first, grab that. Yeah, Little Dende just gives you more stuff to use. Oh, we have to fight Vegeta. Okay, then. It's only fair I stay right there, but since I'm going to end it, how much more minutes we got left? Alright. I'm going to go do... Yeah, thank God for autosave. I'm going to go do a world tournament match just to see how it goes. Let's do us some world tournament.
Please choose your fighting. Which fighters will we see? The excitement is mounting.
I forgot what breakthrough does. Like, actually let me view what it does. Oh well. Well, if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. So be it. Because I think I got everybody unlocked. That's classic. That is from the World Tournament stage. Who do I got? Krillin. It's gonna come down to me and Vegeta at the end of it.
Krillin versus Goku.
Of course, what is funny when you play off in the Tenkaichi series, like especially like Tenkaichi Budokai 3, if you play as Piccolo in the World Tournament mode, they call him Ma Junior, which that's actually a cool thing. Oh, what am I doing? I had no clue what I was doing. Dang. A straight jab to the face knocked out Krillin.
That was pretty fun.
Breakthrough. Oh, I think that allows me to use all the stuff from story mode into this.
Goku.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna come down to me and Vegeta.
Second round starts now.
But I think once you beat it, then you have to go get something else. But yeah. Very short stream today.
You know you can't beat me.
Want to bet?
To center.
Yeah, World Tournament mode, when you got up to the bigger levels, it was going to be harder. Almost had it.
That was pretty fun.
I want to say there was even unique dialogue between this back in the day.
The winner.
Oh, Vegeta got dusted by his own son.
Thank you for your patience. The final round starts now.
I know this. In Budokai 3, there was a couple of specialty characters, like GT characters. They did not really care if you threw hands with kids in this game. But then again, that's fighting games in general. Then again, I got some of the old Mortal Kombat games too. Oh, what the fuck? I got out of bounds, but whatever. I said it was going to be a short stream anyway. But, you know, such as it is. Dang, I got knocked out. See, that was the other thing, too, about World Tournament mode in these old games.
Accept this prize money. We look forward to seeing you at the next tournament.
That was the one thing about the old games back in the day. But, such as it is, I'm going to go ahead and, jump to this. Let's just go ahead and just jump straight to this. Such as it is. And all that jazz. But, such as it is. And all that. So, yeah, the World Tournament mode would humble you really quick. That's all I gotta say. It would humble the absolute shit out of you. That's exactly what it would do. Yeah, the World Tournament mode would just straight up humble the absolute mess out of you. Such as it is. That's just that. The World Tournament mode, it would just do that to you. You would get humbled